Hi, this is Tim from latest3dsgames.com, and what I'm going to do today is just show you all the characters, basically all the backup characters available in Naruto Shippuden, and had lots of requests in the past, and I never got around to doing a video. So what I'm going to do is just quickly show you now the backup characters available, and we'll just show you a couple of them in action. So just go on the easy starting level, and I'm also going to show you some moves as well in this video, because there aren't many moves available, but you'll also see why I don't use some of them in boss battles, because they're slow to use and pretty ineffective as well. So here we go. So there's two modes you can select in this game, and these are the backup characters available, which I use occasionally, don't use that much. So let's just run through them. And what I'm going to do is turn the screen round for you. Okay, so first we have got Yamato. You might be able to make out the screen on the bottom. He attacks enemies in front of you with his wood style ninjutsu, and if he strikes an obstacle instead, it may create a foothold. Next we've got, excuse my pronunciation, Shikamaru Nata, and his ninja art is shadow stitching roots surrounding enemies to the spot. You can also gather scrolls and other items if his shadow touches them. Next we've got Sakura Haronu, or something like that. She attacks surrounding enemies by punching the ground, and I've used her quite a bit in the past. And she basically makes a hole in the floor, and she's also able, well, as it says, to break some surfaces apart. Next we've got Rock Lee. He rains down attacks non-stop at blinding speed, dealing the enemy a heavy dose of pain. Then we've got Sai. He deals damage to enemies in front of you by summoning a giant bird. Again, I've used him with his Super Beast Scroll. You can also take a ride on the bird in certain locations, which is what I've used him for. And next we have Nijay Hyoga. He strikes at an enemy's chakra points. The tougher the opponent, the more damage he inflicts. And we've got Kakashi Hatake, and he inflicts tremendous damage on surrounding enemies by means of his, oh dearie me, Manjiko Sharingan, terrible pronunciation there, apologies for that. And then we've got Hinata Hyuga, and her Byakugan allows her to look through things and see places others cannot. When searching for items, you'll certainly need her help. And that's it. So there's 8 characters. There was supposed to be some more unlockable ones from the 505 website games, the maker of this game, but unfortunately that never kind of appeared. Okay, so I'm just going to show you some of the, well, there's not too many moves, to be honest, available in the game. So you can basically run along, you can jump up, you can do a double jump, as you can see, which is one of the most useful moves, as you can see. And then your basic attack, well, it's pretty basic, and it's just Y, and you can just press it a few times on the trot to get rid of your enemies. And your next move is A. Takes a while to pull off, and that's like your first special move, if you like. And as you can see, although it does deal some damage, you tend to take quite a few hits on the way. And then finally we've got a couple of other little things that we can do. We can throw a knife, and we can throw a mid-air knife, so we can do those two as well. You can also cling to a wall. You can run, but it's very limited, as you can see. Now you're supposed to be able to run and charge, but that doesn't really work that well, unfortunately. So those are your basic moves, and it is pretty basic. And then you've got another special move which we're going to do in a second. Just find an enemy to use it on. So you've got another move which we can use here, which we don't need to, but is this your super special move? A bit over the top for a little tiny enemy like that, but hey. Doesn't really show it on screen, it just does the animated there in the middle, and then you do that, and that's pretty much it, apart from being able to cling to a wall, which I'll show you. And the other thing of course you get is Sage mode, which I'm going to show you again. Let's have a look. So if I press up, I turn into Sage mode, and my weapons are powered up with 3, and my attack is powered up as well. So that's pretty much it. And the only other thing we've got is the wall jump, which I will show you next. Okay, so lastly you can cling onto a wall like so by just holding in the direction of the wall. You can also jump off a wall like that, and you can also throw a knife from a wall like that, which is quite handy, which I always forget to use. And that is pretty much all the moves that you have got at your disposal. So there's not that many. So I'm going to just show you finally a little bug that I came across in the game. Or another tiny little error in the game Naruto Shippuden 3D on Nintendo 3DS. And as you can see, this time I had a problem last time of getting stuck on a level, and he couldn't progress through the level, and I posted that video up months and months ago. And this time he's just completely frozen in mid-air, Naruto, so it doesn't matter what I do, press any buttons, it's not paused or anything, it's just completely stuck. And just pressing some buttons now, but it's just one of those little bugs that seems to have a couple of little glitches in this game. And it's interesting because it doesn't once you come out of it, I'm sure it's going to be fine, but it just gets completely frozen. And like I said, there's just a few little tiny bugs in this game, but I don't suppose it's uncommon to quite a few other games. Anyway, this has been Tim at Latest 3DS Games. Thanks for watching.